The other thing about pain is it gets chunked. So things that are part of the body position, or things that are coming in through the eyes, or the auditory sound that comes in while you may experience pain, can get chunked with that and can cause a problem also. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to look at body position and some auditory tests. So let me test this side again. Ready? Hold. Okay, so I'm going to give her that painful stimulus, but I'm going to have her turn her head to the right. Okay? And relax. Okay, so back to neutral with the head. Hold. She's fine. Turn your head to the right. And she's weak. Her brain has associated that turning her head to the right is going to create pain, and so it avoids it. And when I say avoid it, meaning she's trying to get away from it. So she can turn your head up. Hold. Fine. Good. Down. Good. All over, except right. Don't turn right. No, don't turn right. Okay, she turns right, and problem. All right, so I'm going to reset that so we can go into the last one. And good, hold. Okay, so turn your head right, and she's good. Okay, so again, I just did a little reset of the receptors. The next one's kind of interesting, is that I'm going to have her hold her hand up. These are just easy to see, so I'm going to poke her again, and this time, in conjunction with poking her, I'm going to create noise, okay? And relax. So that could be music, it could be any sound associated at the same time that she's getting a painful stimulus. Okay, so hold. She's strong until I put, well, I can just do this, she's fine. But if I go and make noise by the pain site, by her hand, she goes weak. And so her brain is associating sound, but not just any sound, but sound by where the pain was, because that's the association. So if you get an injury or there was sound present at the time, your brain literally chunks those bits of information. It says pain and sound can sometimes be chunked. And so I can kind of reset that also. So I'm going to reset and hold. So I can go down in here and make that same sound and hold, and she's fine. So basically, there's lots of different receptors that are creating different kinds of problems, and we want to make sure that we're not having poor movement patterns or pain patterns because of those kind of chunked inputs or pain reflexes, which are normal, except that they carry over and last sometimes when there's no more pain. For example, I can do this, and that's a problem. Hold. She's got the pain pattern back. Does your hand actually hurt? No. There's no pain in her hand. That pain is long gone. But her brain has still got that pathway open, ready to receive the information. Now, I don't even have to poke her with the toothpick. So I can do this, for example. I can, well, hold this one. So that's not part of the pain pattern. And so what I can do, though, is I can actually just rub her hand, hold, and that's enough to really fire it up to the point where she gets this big global response that's even more than the pattern. So again, just rubbing on her hand, hold, and that's the pain pathway has multiple inputs, and crude touch or touching the hand can be considered pain by the brain, so it doesn't necessarily always have to be a quote-unquote painful stimulus. So let me fix her up here. Hold. And she's back. So I want to make sure that she's fixed up and doesn't walk away with a pain reflex pattern. All right, so we'll talk more about this in the future, and we'll start looking at it in how it manifests in exercise and different things. But if I put a weight in her arm to have her hold it up, and she had that reflex inhibition pattern, it would be hard to hold it up just like it is when I'm doing the muscle testing. I reset the system and get rid of the reflex pattern, and she just holds it up like it's no big deal because everything's working right. All right, thanks.